So welcome to revision class Information Communication Skills. So ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology that help us to communicate, run a business and stay connected with our friends and families. So you know the advantages of ICT, how we are communicating with our family, friends, and some people work on online business, etc. So you know it neatly. So that is the benefit of ICT. So ICT have two parts. First one is hardware and software. You might already learn in your previous years what is hardware, what is software. Hardwares are nothing but physical parts that we can touch and feel, like keyboard, mouse, etc. all we can touch as well as feel. So this comes under the categories of hardware. So many hardwares, you know, input devices, output devices, processing devices, storage devices, all examples you already learned. So we can see that in textbook also. The second topic is softwares. Software is nothing but we cannot see it, but makes the hardware work as the way we want. So how the hardware need to be performed is decided by software. Softwares are set of programs, okay, so set of instructions. You'll already learned in your previous classes, like softwares are of two types: application software, system software. Application software which works on a specific application. System software is nothing but also known as operating system, and there you have a lot of examples like Windows, Ubuntu, etc. are examples. Now let us learn one more topic: computer systems. So computer system, why we call the computer system? Because it processes the IPO cycle. So whenever it processes an IPO cycle, input, process and output cycle, we call it as a system. So here computer system. So computer systems and with the hardwares and softwares. So computer systems always have some hardwares as well as softwares. In the same category we can see mobile also, smartphones also, etc. Let us discuss about operating system. So you have already learned the word application of system software or operating system. Another name of operating system is system software. So in the case of computer, we already understood so many examples like Ubuntu, Windows, Mac OS are examples of operating system. In the case of mobile, we are already known few examples like Android. Nowadays it is a common word for everyone, phrases. So let us learn some extra also. Apple iOS, Google Android, Windows and BlackBerry. So Nokia set is coming in Windows, BlackBerry, you know it properly, Google's Android devices all comes under the examples of a mobile operating system. Now let us discuss how to start a computer. What happens when we on the computer? You might heard a word BIOS. You don't know what is the full form of BIOS. BIOS means basic input, output and system. So that is the full form of BIOS. So BIOS is nothing but it is a self-testing nature of the computer where it checks all the hardware, softwares are working it properly or not. When you own a computer, you can see that there is a login screen, then light will be blinking in the keyboard and mouse, and sound will be produced in the speakers and mics, and also computer itself checks that all the hardware connected to that one is properly working or not. If any problem is there, it gives us the information. So that self-testing nature is known as BIOS. Okay, that which tells us that it is ready for accepting the user inputs. Okay, so first thing is login and log out. So you might heard the word login and log out. So it is nothing but just if you are having a cupboard in your home, alamaras in your home, you are having lock keys to lock it and unlock that. Like that, when you come to desktop screen, you have a feature which locks your desktop screen from unauthorized access of the people. That is known as login screens. Okay, so you will get an ID, user ID to login and a password as your locking screen. So user ID and passwords will be provided. You can decide if you have different accounts also, it will be separate for normal account, guest account, administrator account, like that. You can have lot of as you prefer. Okay, so it prevents from unauthorized access. No other person who don't know the passwords and the login ID is not able to enter into your system and check your files and all. Okay, So that is the benefit of logging in and passwords. Now, after completing your entire task, you should log out and sign out at the end. If you are not doing, if you are leaving your computer like that, the upcoming person can easily work on your computer, and you may cause some misusing of your files and folders. So this we should keep in mind while logging and logging out. So to log in, we have user ID and password. After completing the task, we should log out. Okay. Now, later we are going to discuss about shutdowning computer. Here in this year we are learning Ubuntu in focus. So in other classes we already learned about Windows. So from here onwards we are learning Ubuntu. So shutdowning process of Windows is different from Ubuntu. So in Ubuntu you will get a system button in the top right side of the screen, and there you have to select the shutdown button. Okay, usually in Windows we will click on start button and we will go for shutdown or alt F, etc. But here we will get in right side top corner, and there we have to select the system button, and here we need to give shutdown. So it's just like as the operating system varies, the procedures also varies. Okay, practical concepts are different, theory is always same. Now, using keyboard. So in previous years you learned what is keyboard, how many keys are there, etc. and all. So let us recall once again that keyboard is a input device. That means instructions are used to type in the keyboard, which sends directly to the CPU for processing purpose. So input device used to type the text, commands, numbers, etc. So you can do all those things. Text means A to Z, numbers means 0 to 9, and commands mean Control Z, on, shutdown, volume, increase volume, decrease. Then you are having so many commands in the keyboard. Multimedia keyboards have much more and like normal keyboard than normal keyboard. So you know it neatly. We are using QWERT keyboards. There are different types of keyboards are also available. Commonly Indians we use QWERT, that means starting letters of the alphabet it is assigned like that QWERT, and in second row ASDF, and third row ZX, CV, etc. So that is one with the different types of keyboard. Now, types of keys. Which are the common keys available in the keyboard? First one is function key. You already learned, starts from F1 to F12. Each one focus on different things. Like F5 in PowerPoint, you can use it for slideshow purpose. F1 is help, F12, F10 menu, etc. You know that neatly in previous years you already learned. So those keys are known as function keys, which is designed to perform one particular function. Next one is control key. So in control key you will get shift key. So by I have typed here a mistake. Okay, you can correct that. It is shift key, then spacebar key, alt key, caps lock key, tab key, etc. So these are the common keys which are available in your keyboard. Now next one is enter key. So enter key has one more name, that is return key. That means if we are in the last line of a sentence, when we press enter key, it gives us a new line. That means returning back to the starting position. So it is getting the name as return key. Next one is punctuation key. So you can see so many keys on the keyboard, like exclamatory mark, double inverted comma, at the symbol, as symbol, dollar, percentage. This all comes under the categories of keys. So this all comes in punctuations like inverted comma, okay, question mark, slash, all are punctuations which you use. So that kind of keys are also there. Next one, navigation key. In navigation key you will get home, end, page up, page down, and then insert, scroll, all will come in that category. Okay. Now next one is command keys. So there are some command keys are also available, like enter, etc. will also come here. Next on common key, start button key or Windows key, we will call that is a logo symbol, that is also available in the keyboard. So these are the common things we need to learn and remember regarding keyboard. Okay. Next, using mouse. So what is the use of mouse? There are actually 4 basic tasks that can be performed using any mouse. First one is roll over, that means hover over. So when we move our mouse above any kind of options, it shows what it is. So this kind of rolling over is also a function of mouse. Second one, point and click. We can highlight anything by using mouse pointer. And next one, drag and drop. We can click any files and drag and drop it into another location, like copy, paste, resizing, all comes under the helps of drag and drop. Next one, double clicking. You want to open a particular file, you can go for double clicking. So that is the use of mouse. Now there are another topic which we are going to learn is basic file operations. So in file operations you will have two topics, file and folder. What is a file? File is nothing but collection of information is known as a file. A file has a file name as well as extension. Okay, so based on the type of the file, the extensions will be changed. DOC, then XLS, JPG, BMP, PDF. These are extension, documents, image, all that is known as file. So file contain information. It's a collection of informations. And next topic is folder. So folder is nothing but it's a group of files can be used. Folder can accommodate lots of files. It's a container like structure which can hold file as well as subfolder. That is the main use of folder. Folder consists of files as well as subfolders. So these two things you need to learn properly. In all the application you will get different files also, different folders also. You can create your own folder and you can rename according to that. That option is also possible. Okay, now going for your next topic, that is take caring of your devices. How can we take care of our devices? So let us discuss one by one. First one, keyboard. How can we take care of keyboard? What are the problems that we are right now facing in the keyboard? So many people eat things keeping near your keyboard, and that creates so many damages for the keyboards. Let us discuss one by one. Don't eat anything on the keyboard. So it's a habit of some people that watching movies on the laptops and all, they will have their snacks. After eating the snacks, they won't wash their hands also, and they're directly touching the keyboard. That may cause some kind of ants or any other insects to be corrupting your keys and all. Okay, next, clean with soft brushes. Usually people will not clean the keyboard regularly, they are doing, but you know that air has dust particles which create so many problems. If there is a rust like things, the key will not work properly. That may also create problem for your keyboard. Okay, so we should clean the keyboard. Don't use hard brushes, use soft brushes like painting brush you can use, and you can clean in between the keys and below the keys. So many dust will be collected down the keys. Okay, remove the dust particles and crumbs. So you will get gel like material that can be used for cleaning. You can use blowers to blow away the air parts, and you can dust it neatly, so you can increase the life of the keyboard as you need. Next topic is screen. So how can we keep our computer screen neat? So usually we need to wipe the screens, because nowadays we are having touch screen. So when we touch the screen, there will be our fingerprints. So once in a month we have to clean it. Wipe with soft clothes to remove all finger marks. Okay, so touch screens we have to do this one, very important one. And next, be careful while with the food and drinks. So whenever we are eating foods and all, don't keep all those things near your electrical equipment, because sometimes water or drinking water, if it spill on the keyboard near it area, you may get current shocks and all. So many problems are there. So keep away all these things. Okay, and while always be careful. Liquids may fall and spoil the computer. That's a main problem. Okay, and keeping glass of water and eating is also not good. It may sometimes by means it may fall down. So many people will do like they are having their tea along with the working on laptop, because working for a longer stress is also time will also cause problems. So they will change the glasses and all. So they will keep tea, coffee, etc. But sometimes if that fall down on the keyboard, you may spoil your documents, files, etc. All the problems are there. So kindly be careful while using those things. Handle the device carefully. Another important thing. So here we need to discuss three topics. First one is avoid dropping and banging of devices. Second one, screens may damage, your hard disk may be useless. Use covers for your devices. So that three topics comes under the category of handle. Sometimes some people are there, they used to banging the devices, like beating the devices, so that sometimes by miss we are beating into a non in a very sensitive area, it may damage. For example, screen, if you bang on the screen, if due to a loose contact, some people will bang, so that kind of thing should be avoided. And by miss, if the things are dropping, like your monitor will fall down, so there may be a damage. So we should be very careful while handling all those things. Sometimes people will shut down very quickly, hard disk will also be damaged very quickly. And if we use covers, it will be better, it can avoid dust and all the material. Whenever we are using, at that time you can open and work, and remaining time if you cover the device, it will be very best. Okay, next, keep the system cool. So sometimes major issues is overheating may damage your computer. Continuously working from morning to evening, we are getting problems for the computer. CPU gets overheated, and components will not work properly. So in that time we should use external fans. So in laptop and all, you can see that there will be external fans available, which you have to connect into your computer, so that your computer will be cool off. Next, avoid sittings on bed and covering the fan. Some people are there, they used to see the laptop movies etc inside the blankets. They will cover the entire computer and they will work on that. Some people are there, they will attach the computer to a secondary monitor, and while the primary laptop will be covered by the cloth or anything. So that kind of things we should avoid. There should be air passes, so that it can cool the computer very quickly. Then don't overcharge your battery. So many people, they will forget while keeping something charged. Don't cross 100%. The minimum we should maintain is 80. Okay, if we maintain 80% charge for a particular device, it can be, we can use that device for a longer period of time. It can be a mobile, it can be a laptop, it can be anything. So best thing is that some people are, they used to fill after 100 also, they will keep 1 or 2 hours charging, they will forget. So those kind of things cause problems for your devices. Plug in and plug out the device carefully. So many people are there, they will remove the plugs carelessly, and while removing, they will cut the wire, they will damage the wire. So these kind of things are also there. While removing and plugging the device, you should hold your hand for the socket and then touch the your power plug and remove it properly. Some people are there, they will hardly, they will pull back with the socket, every electrical board only it will come out. So that kind of things we should try to minimize and avoid it for betterment of our devices. Now next topic, and do not run many programs at a time. So computer slows down, that is also another issue. So many people, what they will do at a time, they will give lots of works for the computer, so that computer will not get time for rest, and that also creates problem for your devices. It may crash, it may slow down, etc. Now how can we avoid all those things one by one? First one, prepare a maintenance schedule. You should have a maintenance schedule for everything. Like how you keep your home, your surroundings, your everything clean, neat and clean. Computer areas also should be maintained like that only. So let us see step-by-step procedure to keep our system clean. First one is daily maintenance. What are the things we should do every day? Clean up your email inbox. So every day in the morning itself, we'll see that lots of emails are coming on your inbox. So once the inbox is filled, you will not get the updated new messages. So you should clean up every day as much as possible. Inbox should be cleared, and download attachment and save it in a proper folder. Some people are there, they will not download the things and they will keep the link properly, but it may exist, it may not exist. Like in WhatsApp, and you know that 1 week 7 days settings is also available, so that after 7 days automatically the message will be deleted. So in that case, you should keep that one download, attached and save it in a proper folders, so whenever you need you can find. So or else in an urgency, if you want, you have to search entire libraries for a particular file. If it is properly organized, it will be very easy and quickly accessible. Second one, weekly maintenance. So weekly maintenance is another important topic. What we should do in this topic means clean your keyboard. So weekly once we should clean our keyboard as well as clean our monitor, dust the CPU and the printer. So in printer also, so many printout we are taking, in air there is dust, in the paper, first paper there will be dust which is settled down, and that goes to the roller, and again roller problems will be there, and below the mouse you can see that there will be again dust, that also be cleaned. And we have to keep backup our data to external drive. Once in a week we should keep the backups. Sometimes if the computer get corrupted, so it is very tough to control or get back the details. Recovering the details is also a headache process, so we have to always keep a backup in weekly once. Now monthly maintenance, third topic is monthly. So we already discussed daily, weekly, and now we are going for monthly. So another important one is monthly. Transfer photographs and computers and delete it from the drive. So if we keep our photos and everything in our drive, that creates a lack of space. So we have to transfer the photos to an external hard disk or external storage device, so that our memories will be free. Organize photos in the folders for an album. So in the computer and all, we can see there will be duplicated files and all. So once it is organized, so we can avoid all such things, and we can save so many space. Clean up download folders. So every day we are working on a computer, so many download, we need to, there's a chance of downloading so many files like photos, videos, etc, etc. So monthly once we have to delete the downloaded folders, so that our downloads will be empty, so that we can save our space. Uninstall and install used programs and application. We will not use all the applications which are installed on the desktop, only whenever it is necessary. So we can keep the software copy along with us, so whenever it is necessary we can install and work on. Simply if we install all the software application on our computer, that will be a dead waste of the space. It is simply laying on the, it is consuming lot of spaces. Okay, now run disk cleaner software. So while using any kind of files or folders, there will be junk files and temporary files will be created on the computer. So once we run the disk cleaning software, that reduces this temporary file, junk file, etc, so that we can save the space. Now run a full system virus scan. So you know that every day we are using pen drives and a lot of files, emails we are using, so there may be a chance of causing virus files, etc. So once we run the virus scan, so we can save a lot of space and we can keep our files secure and safe. Next, annual maintenance. So yearly what we have to keep in mind. So annual maintenance means cleaning up the contact list of the social media's account, clean up email account, update your operating system, check for expiry of antivirus softwares, and then renew. So yearly once we should clean our social media account. So you know that every day, good morning, good afternoon, so many messages are coming in WhatsApp and all social medias, even Facebooks, and also we can see, so that we have to clear it out, so that we will get updated information. Then clean up email account list. So in account list also, so many histories are there, etc. Managing all problems are there, that we have to clean and maintain yearly once. Then updating operating system. So day by day new updates are coming in this world, which we have to accept it on time, or else we will lag behind when we compare with other people. So updating is very much necessary. If possible, second by second update I will recommend. Check for expiry of antivirus software. If your software is expired, you have to renew it, that in annually once. Okay, so that you can keep your computer safe and secure. Now next one is backupping your data. Save the information on a drive. Natural disaster, flood, banks and office. So we can't expect what upcoming days will be having. So if there is a natural disaster, a flood or anything, a power fluctuating, failure or anything, that may damage your computer. So always keep a backup so that you can easily found. Nowadays we are keeping everything backup in the cloud, so that can be a good option, or else you can keep it in an external drive or so secondary storage devices. Okay, that is another best thing. Next, scanning and cleaning the virus. Install antivirus software. So many people seeing that keeping the antivirus program or buying a purchased antivirus program will be a hectic process. So they used a free version which will not allow all the features which we need. So that may allow the computer to get contact in the virus. So always purchase a good version and install and use in the system. Okay. So antivirus software can save so many big issues. Increasing the computer performance. How can we increase the computer performance? Remove unnecessary files and data, remove temporary files and images, consume more disk space, clean software. So already we discussed, when we use any file there will be temporary files created. That temporary files need to be removed, or else it is just consuming your unnecessary space. And images, when you work on some images, doing alter and saving it in another duplicated files, etc. So this all consume your spaces, that has to be keep in mind. And regular cleanups need to be done. And shifting the unnecessary files or not non-using files can be shifted to your secondary device. Whenever it is needed, you can reuse. So like that you can save your spaces. Removing spam from your folder. So unknown emails are known as spam. So that kind of things you can remove it. So simply putting spam is not non-use. Okay, spam company mails which include advertising the product and to attract us websites. Spams are nothing but it is just advertising products or anything like that which will not be useful for us. Okay, you can remove that on regular basis. Never respond to spam and delete the regular basis. For regular basis we have to delete it. Activate filter settings in the inbox. So if there are, that we can mute people, etc. Like that, activating filter settings. We don't want one person's email ID, we can mute that. We have to activate the filter settings, so your files will not come on the computer and you will get more spaces. Now going to your next one is computer security and privacy, another important topic. Personal information falls on the wrong hand cause harm to the people. So if our personal details is shared with other people, may result in creating lots of problems. So we have to break that, we have to stop that. Reasons for the security break may be: security break means leaking of information. If and that can be done in two ways: not careful while sharing their passwords and security sites, leaving the computer without logged out. So if we are not logging out our account, the upcoming person can work on our account and he can do whatever things, but the blame will come on our head. So always log out after completing the things, and never share your password, security details to any strangers or anybody's. Even non people can also misuse you. So these are the things which cause the security breaks. Next, threats to computer. So there are lots of threats to computer. First one is theft. Okay, stealing the things, hardware or information. Physical, that means laptop, desktop, hard disk. If anybody person stolen your material, what can be done? Okay, so you should not keep your personal laptop, also you should log out. Next, identity. So some people create fake account and they started to steal details, like for example the famous actors like Salman Khan or MS Dhoni. Anybody's account we have duplicated. The backbone of the person may be a negative person and he used his photos, his voice codes and everything matching. He started to chat with any person, doing false details, etc. So it creates also a problem. It is also a threat to computer. Next, software piracy. Stealing the software's distribution of unlicensed version. So you know that there is a license key. Why the license key is there? One person has taken lots of effort to finish his task and create the softwares. If the other people are just misusing that, how much financially he may get loss. So we should keep in that piracy. If we are getting any software, pirated softwares, people will go. Don't go for that kind of things. That also creates problem. In that pirated only, you will have some software which leaks your personal information. Okay, so hardware can also be theft and the software can also be done. So all this topic you have to learn properly. Next is virus. Basically 4 types of virus we already learned in the previous years, but yet we have to remember. First one is worm, that replicate themselves and spread anywhere, difficult to remove them. So there is a virus named as worms that replicate. That means it consumes more space, so that it will feel very tough to remove them, which is first one, which is that one. So that kind of problem creating is known as worms. Next one is Trojan horse. Nowadays Trojan horse, everyone know it. Even you are also getting it in your computer. That appears to be useful for a program but contains virus to destroy the data. Like phishing, we are giving a bite for the people to accept it, and as the bite is interesting, all the people come towards that and they will be misused. Like that Trojan fire, which will be which make us the feel that it may be useful, like giving an antivirus has been came into the society, which feels that it's a useful and it's a free version all the people started to use. But in later, after 1 year or 6 months, we'll come to know that that antivirus itself is a virus which are stealing your information. Then it will be very tough to destroy the data, destroy the information or antivirus, etc. So that is known as Trojan horse. Next, online predators. Predators, you know, that traps. Okay, there are so many people who are there to trap you and collect your all the details, like in Facebook, etc. All the accounts trapping peoples are there. So many people misuse you, showing some other person's identity, and they will collect all your information. Lots of traps are going in online. We should be very careful while doing that. Inappropriate relationship, old age to young age. For example, maybe a aged person assumes that he is a youth and chatting with an person and creating a friendship. No need. So these kind of misusing will be going on. Bullying to do illegal activities. Based on your some people will blackmail you by showing some things and forcing you to do illegal activities. That is also there. These all are comes under the categories of online predators. Okay, next, internet scam, active offers. So many people claims of offers, and you will fall on that, and you will give all those information, like receiving the phone calls that you got a lottery ticket and you are going to receive 1 crore rupees. To do activate that, you have to spend 10 lakh to a particular account, like that. If when you pay 10 lakh, then you will come to know that it was a fraud call, and they may ask your bank details, and from your bank account they may steal your information. These kind of internet scams are also going in the world, so you should be very careful while doing all those things. Okay, protecting your data. Protecting your data means use passwords to log in your computer and set passwords difficult to guess. So usually people keep their mobile number, date of birth, or brother, father, or anybody names, etc. But you should keep a password which is very tough, alphanumeric one. That means alphabet as well as numbers. Now capital, small letter, then symbols, special characters can also be used. These kind of when you keep a password, it is tough for a person to recognize. Okay, and 3 months once, if you are changing the password, even it is better. You can protect your data, capitalization, special characters, etc. Installing antivirus and firewalls. So firewall monitor coming in and out of the computer. So whatever data we are sending from the computer to other computers, and other computer data is coming to in our computer, will be dealt with the help of firewall. We should keep it active always. Next, prevent virus from entering into computer. If you are using an antivirus, that will prevent virus entering to our computer. Now, encrypting data. So some banks like QR code, why we are using QR code? That is encryption. It does not give you full details. Okay, so nowadays if we are sharing our Aadhaar card, every problems are there. So what we will do, we use QR codes, or we are using stars that need to be encrypted by the reading materials. Okay, so some companies, banks will done those kind of things, scripting the entire disk, so hard disk can be completely script. Only the right person can decode that, and you can use it. QR code in question papers also you can see that. Okay, using passwords, etc. Now security sites. Share details on security sites. So some of the safer sites which have green lock symbols in their HTTP address. So that kind of lock symbols we should believe, and we should go. If it is a dread symbol, don't share any kind of information there. Okay. Now going to your chapter 4, the last chapter, entrepreneur skills. What is entrepreneurship? You might heard that a word entrepreneur. He is an entrepreneur, she is an entrepreneur. So what it is? So it is nothing but it's a type of self-employed. We are only employing ourselves. One is running a business. So one person can run any kind of business to satisfy the needs of the people. So outside society's needs we will satisfy by running a business, looking for the way to make the business better and to make more profit. We make our business better and by earning a lot of profit. So we are giving something to society as well as that. So entrepreneurship is a type of self-employment where one is running a business to satisfy the needs of the people, looking for the ways to make the business better and to make profit. Okay, so famous entrepreneurs, you know them, lots of people are there like Adani, Ambani, Bill Gates, etc.